Taste of China, a Chinese culture event. This whole video is divided into 5 parts: Chinese calligraphy art, Chinese paper cutting, Chinese knot, Beijing opera masks, and Chinese food. Chinese calligraphy art. Calligraphy, the writing of characters, is an art which has traditionally been regarded in China as the highest form of visual art. The 4 treasures: brush, ink, paper, and inkstone. The word calligraphy is originally a Greek word meaning beautiful writing. In China, calligraphy is regarded as an art from itself and is admired and displayed in museums, just as paintings are. Although it uses Chinese words as its vehicle of expression, one does not have to know Chinese to appreciate its beauty, because in essence, calligraphy is an abstract art. While viewing a Western abstract painting, one does not need to ask, "What is it?" When viewing Chinese calligraphy, one does not need to ask, "What is the Chinese word?" When Chinese New Year, we also stick Spring Festival couplets on the edge of a door or window, which means good luck and happiness. Chinese paper cutting. Chinese paper cutting is a very distinctive visual art of Chinese handicrafts. Because the cutouts are also used to decorate doors and windows, they are commonly named window flower. The main cutting tools are simple: paper and scissors or Stanley knife. Use pencil to draw around the pattern on papers, then use scissors or the Stanley knife to cut off the useless parts. It is easy to learn about cutting a piece of paper, but very difficult to master it with perfection. The bright colours provide a strong foil to set off a merry atmosphere, so they are often found in wedding ceremonies or festivals in China. Chinese knot. They are a very distinctive and traditional Chinese folk handicraft, woven separately from one piece of thread and named according to its shape and meaning. There are many different shapes of Chinese knots, the most common being butterflies, flowers, birds, dragons, fish, and even shoes. In Chinese, knot means reunion, friendliness, peace, warmth, marriage, love, etc. One major characteristic of decorative knotwork is that all the knots are tied using one thread, which is usually about 1 meter in length. However, when finished, the knot looks identical from both front and back. Even today, Chinese knots are rich in symbolic meaning and therefore hold a great deal of sentimental value when given as gifts. Beijing opera masks. Beijing opera is a synthesis of styles of action, singing, dialogue, and mime, acrobatic fighting and dancing to represent a story or depict different characters and their feelings of gladness, anger, sorrow, happiness, surprise, fear, and sadness. In Peking opera, colours are of great importance in revealing the age, profession, and personality of a character. Red, yellow, white, black, purple, green, and silver are the main colours used for facial designs to represent different characters. Black suggests a serious and taciturn disposition, including strength and roughness. White reveals a crafty and suspicious character. Red is the colour of loyalty, integrity, and courage. Blue shows uprightness and stubbornness. Talking about the traditional Chinese food, two popular ones are dumplings, and the second is jiuniang, a fermented rice. To the legend, Chinese stuffed dumplings were invented during the Han Dynasty 1,800 years ago by a man named Zhang Zhongxi, who was a very famous doctor. He noticed that many of his fellow citizens were suffering from frostbite, particularly around their ears. As a way to solve this problem, Zhang cooked up a batch of mutton, chili, and healing herbs and wrapped them in scraps of dough. He folded the dumplings to look like little ears, boiled them, and handed them out to his afflicted neighbors. This food was originally called jiao for its shape, because means ear in Chinese, and later this name slowly became jiaozhi. Interestingly, there are two styles in eating dumplings. People in the south eat dumplings soaked in soup that has a salty acidic flavour, and in the north eat it dry with spices. Fermented glutinous rice, 酒酿 dish is acquired taste. When rice and yeast are mixed together, it ferments and turns into wine and hence has a subtle aroma of wine and sweetened taste. The dish is in a small balls shaped and eaten as a dessert, usually enjoyed on special occasions such as the Chinese New Year. It is known to have Chinese medicinal properties promoting blood circulation, especially for women.